Alrighty, it is Wednesday, but I have to go back to Tuesday really quick. So I have to record audio. I unloaded the phone. I started editing audio while I was coloring. I completed 2 audio files. I set up pages 4 through 6 with the effects, and then I shaded 2 pages, and then I got off at 6. Slept all night, but I did wake up from a scary dream at it was almost 1 o'clock. It was like 12:50 something. I thought about going on, but I just was too tired to get up. So I ended up going back to bed. I ended up waking up at 6 with Monica. So I played some news videos, and I worked on the pages, and I stopped to eat breakfast, and we watched YouTube. We split up at 7 to work. Monica got done at 8 early, and then she went back to bed, and she gave me pages 7 through 9. So, I ended up finishing the audio at 9, and I got off to go work on my video. I tried to set it up, but I didn't get very far because my laptop freaking threatened to update. It was either update in an hour or update right now, and I'm like, oh, that's not fair. So I was like, fine, I'll just do it later. So I ended up updating my computer, and it took hours for it to just restart. So yeah, in the meanwhile, I was bored, so I ended up drawing through pages 10, 11, and 12, and then drawing through pages 1, 2, and 3 of the next chapter. That's just the drafts. I ended up going back on at 10:30 to scan them, and I printed them out in red at 11. I went back to shading. Monica got up a few minutes later to make lunch, and then after lunch I realized my laptop was done updating, so I finally set my video to compress. And then after that I started line arting pages 10, 11, and 12. By that point we were just randomly watching videos, so by 12:30 I finally turned off the computer and we went for a 30-minute walk around the house, and then I stopped and I finished line arting pages 10 and 11, and then I assembled them and I passed them off to Monica. I think I got back on at 2. So I passed them on to Monica, so she was coloring them, and then I finished the art for page 6. It is the easiest page. And then now all I have to do is put the birds on pages 4 and 5, and then that's all the hassle I have. I'm pretty much done with that. But I haven't had a chance to do pages 7 through 9. I did apply the effects to those pages though. I still need to finish line arting page 12 though. I haven't done that either. So it's 3 right now. The tenant meeting's at 4. And I'm recording audio. I still haven't loaded my video. It's done though. It's perfectly done. I haven't loaded it. I haven't remembered to. So, is there anything else I can think of? I'm not sure how I feel right now. I've been getting lots and lots of sleep, so I'm thinking of maybe staying up tonight. I'm not really sure. It just depends on how I feel, because usually by 4 is when I get sleepy. And I'm planning on working during the meeting. I've already have pages 4 through 12 on my clipboard, so I'm gonna take those with me and I'm gonna work on them while we're at the meeting. Don't know what they're gonna report on. Mostly they usually report on kids stuff, so maybe they're reporting on things that are gonna happen in January. We ended up having early inspections in autumn. That's not normal. We don't typically have inspections during autumn, so I don't know what's going to happen from this point. Other than that, when I get back I need to finish pages 4 and 5, and I need to finish line arting page 12, and I'm probably going to scan everything I'm going to be drawing while I'm at the meeting. The meetings are typically short. My birthday is this month, so I'm gonna end up getting a cake. We always get cake at every of these meetings. They usually have birthday cake for all the people who are born during this time of the year. So yeah, I'm gonna bring some of that back. Is there anything else that's on my mind? I'm trying to think. Anything else of relevance? At this moment there isn't anything for anime of next season that we're excited for. I haven't found anything that's oh my god, I need to watch that. It's so upsetting because back in the past, a few like, I want to say a few years ago, like 2017, early 2018, there was lots to watch that was like, oh my God, I have to see this. But like now it's just like, okay, I can pass on that. I don't care. Is there anything else that's on my mind? So my goal is to try to speed up the production of chapter 88, because like according to my sheet here, I was supposed to be working on that chapter 88. I was supposed to start chapter 88 on Thursday, and like I'm still not done with 87. So I'm thinking I might not be able to do chapter 89. I don't think I'm gonna fit it, because like by the time that chapter 89 goes, I'm gonna lose time. I need to work on this. I think I'm gonna lose time. I'm gonna probably have to like stop at a certain point and then like admit that I had to cancel it because like of what happened. So I might have to change the schedule and then push back 89, because it took forever to get through 87. That's really bad. If I do 89 anyway, it's gonna subtract from the vacation, and like I don't want to end up losing time, because like if I end up finishing, I mean, I was supposed to only do this in 4 days, so it's like I posted up pages 1, 2, and 3 on Tuesday. I don't think I'm going to be able to post up 4, 5, and 6 today, so I might have to do that tomorrow. And then 7, 8, and 9, 10, 11, and 12. That means that, yeah, I'm only going to have 1 week to do the next chapter, which is really, really bad. So it's just like, I'm probably going to have to go on break early because I can't get it done. It's so annoying. So I'm gonna push it back. That makes me upset because I was even mad to push back 90 to next year, and I really wanted to do 90 in December, and like because 87 took so long to do, it's just like it makes me so upset. And it's worse because I have to do the battle between flora and fauna, and that's gonna be long too. And it's just like, oh fucking crap. Is there anything else that's on my mind? This time I'm gonna start the drafts like during the vacation, like actually during the vacation when I'm on break and whatnot, because like not having the drafts ready on time by the last like 3 days of my previous vacation did not help, because like I did them. It took like days to find time to do them, and then I still ended up falling behind. It's just so annoying. But I'm trying to get off in time for the vacation so that way I can yeah, I need to backtrack chapter 89. It just makes me so angry because like that's supposed to be an easy chapter. That's supposed to be the continuation of Pasha and Philippe talking, but it also is half of the battle between Ivy and LaBelle. So I'm just like, I really wish that 87 didn't take this long to do. It's just like, it's so fucking annoying. So I'm gonna like modify the schedule pages on the website and then just push it back. It's so annoying. I didn't want it to be like this. Is there anything else that's on my mind? I think maybe, as much as I don't want to, I think maybe I should probably go back to doing 2 pages a day and like 3 chapters a month. I didn't want to because that's how everything was like up until the summer, because like I felt pressured to do more. But the thing is that I'm having a really hard time completing these things because of all the work that needs to go into them, and it's just like, and I also need to do other things too, so it just makes me feel like I wanted to cram as soon as this volume was over, but like I just don't know. It doesn't make any sense anymore, so I'm gonna do the bare minimum. It just makes me so angry. Is there anything else that's on my mind? No, that's as much as I could think of. Alrighty then, that's all for today. I will see you in the next one. Alrighty, it is Thursday, but I have to go back to Wednesday really quick. So, after I recorded audio, Monica got off the computer and we walked around until the meeting. And so it was like a little bit less than 30 minutes. The meeting was a really small group. They didn't have very many alerts. They did say that at one point they're going to fix the garage door, so nobody was going to be able to leave for like a couple of hours during that time. They had a pie raffle, and we won a raspberry pie. And then they sang happy birthday to me because I was the only December birthday in the room. There was so much cake. And then we took home 4 pieces of cake, and then we tried the pie a little bit to see if it was good. And then we went to bed at like 4:30. I had a really hard time finding sleep. I was still awake by 9. I was just kept thinking I should just have stayed up and like worked, but I didn't. Oh, so annoying. So yeah. By the time I woke up, I got out of bed, it was like 5. So I probably woke up a little bit before that. And then I loaded my video. I resumed working on pages 4 and 5. That's when I found out that Trump was officially impeached. Because like I saw a lot of tags for it on Twitter, but I don't know if they were just bullshitting, because you can't tell when people are bullshitting about something or they're being serious about it. So yeah, it's going to the Senate now, and perhaps they're gonna, throw it out. But in case they actually do something about it, it would be surprising. So yeah, Monica got up at like 5:46, and she started making breakfast at 5:53. We ate breakfast, and then we watched a few videos, and while we were watching videos, I ended up line arting page 2 and scanning it. And then we split up. Monica ended up watching stuff on YouTube until she had to leave for her appointment at 8. And then I finished the art for pages 4, 5, and 6 at like 8:46. And then I completed 2 pages. I got the text on 2 of them, and then I got off at like 9:11. I wandered around the house brainstorming through volume 10. I thought I was changing the order of things that were supposed to be in it, but by the time that I finished, I realized that I didn't really change what was happening. I just clarify what was happening a little bit. But yeah, I really thought that flora and fauna scene was going to take more than 2 pages for the next arc. So yeah, I stopped at 9:50. Monica texted me. She said Burger King was having trouble with their computers. They could only accept cash. So she went to Target. She got hot dogs, and we ended up eating that when she got back. So yeah, she got back at like 10:30, so we ate that, and then I went back on at 10:45. I finished page 6. I put the text on it, and I loaded it, and then I assembled page 12, and then I shaded pages 7, 8, and 9 until 12 p.m. I got tired. I ate a little bit, and then I went back to sleep, and I slept until 2:40. So I slept for like basically like almost like 3 hours, because it was almost 3. So Monica made chicken. We walked around for 30 minutes, and by 4 I decided to record. So this is where I am right now. I need to go back on. I need to make some ground with the pages, and I gave her page 12, but she hasn't colored it in it, but she's gonna do it soon. So my goal is to try to get the next chapter done at least by tomorrow, because like the pages are fairly easy, and I have no excuse for not completing them. So I'm gonna try to get that done. My goal is to, by Saturday, to start chapter 88. And then I already just did my calendars for next month, starting with chapter 89. So it goes 89, 90, 91 for all of June, and then 92, 93, 94, 95 for February. So I have to do this vacation 91 to 95. So that's at least 4 chapters. I don't think I should have a problem with that. I'm thinking I might have trouble with the 95. I think that's the conversation between Pasha and Fuir. So I have to get that, but I have that entire conversation memory, so I shouldn't have a trouble with it. I'm probably gonna have trouble with it. Is there anything else that's on my mind? Okay, so I'm gonna go back on right now. I will see you in the next one. Alrighty, it is Friday, but I have to go back to Thursday really quick. So after I recorded audio, I went back on the computer. I shaded until 5:20, and then I got off and I slept all throughout the night. The December Democratic debate was happening, but I didn't end up watching it. I mostly just followed all the recap afterward. I don't know what time I woke up. All I know is that by the time I got out of bed, it was exactly 6. We ended up eating the last of the pie that we won, and then we ate breakfast and watched throughout my collection of saved YouTube videos. Then we left for Vaughn's at 7:30. We picked up lettuce and mango. And then we got home at like 8:18. I went back on to finish the pages. We continued watching a few more videos. And then I stopped at 9:30 and we left for Walmart. Well, technically the first place we went to is the Red Ribbon Bakery because we were trying to go to Daiso, but Monica needed to use the restroom. And like they have a locked bathroom and she barely caught it before the last woman who was using it got out. So we used that really quick. And then we went to Daiso. We got new chair socks. We got new indoor socks, and then we got a couple of cutting boards. And then Monica and I finally got the drying rack. Originally, we had agreed to get the biggest one, but then she suddenly got like second thoughts about getting the biggest one, and we ended up getting the second biggest one. So both of them are the same. They fold out, but the one is like a few centimeters like shorter. So that fit in our bag. We were hungry because it was 11. So by 11:30, we ended up eating lunch at Subway. Then we went to Walmart to get chicken. We had plans of getting cheesecake for Christmas, but they didn't have any, so we just went home without it. We got back at like 12:20. I went back on. I ended up finishing the artwork for pages 7 and 8. So I still have to do page 9 in order to complete this chapter, which is frustrating, but I'm really close to finishing it. Other than that, I'm hopefully going to do that by tonight. I also don't know if I'm going to stay up and work on pages 10, 11, and 12. All the pages are done now. So yeah, I got off at like 1:33. And then we took a shower, so I'm recording audio. This is what I need to do. We need to release all of the chair socks that we got. We got khaki color chair socks. And then we need to throw away the old gray ones. I don't know how long we've had the gray ones. I think we got the gray ones like I think we got the gray ones at the beginning of this year, but I'm not really sure. I feel like we've had them longer. They're already ruined. So I need to collect all of them and throw them away. And then what else do I need to do? I need to go back on, but I don't know what time I want to go back on. I'm kind of tired and I don't want to think about anything, but I'm like in between wanting to write and wanting to just lay around. But I mostly feel like I kind of want to write, but I'm trying to decide if I want to write that fanfic I keep dabbling with, or go straight into writing chapter 91. Because like I do have that scene with Warren and Ivy, and it's a short scene. I could do it. So I think I might do all the short scenes I haven't thought about, and get those out of the way, and then eventually go back to the conversation between flora and fauna. I don't know. I have to think about it some more. Is there anything else that's on my mind? Anything else of importance? I also need to start line arting pages 1, 2, and 3 of the next chapter, and I technically should do that. I don't know if I'll have time to do it tomorrow, which is why I feel like maybe I should do that instead. But I'm wet right now because I just took a shower, and I don't want to be handling ink, especially not Pilot ink. And I tend to feel more comfortable using Pilot ink. So like Pilot ink is not waterproof, so I technically can't line art while I'm wet. So yeah, I maybe have to wait for that. I really don't know what else I can do right now. Is there anything else that's on my mind? Perhaps I should update the budget again, because like we did find some pennies when we were out and I forgot to add those. What else was there? No, I really can't think of anything else. Alrighty then. That's all for today. I will see you in the next one. Alrighty, it is Saturday, but I have to go back to Friday really quick. So after I recorded audio, I dismantled some of the pictures on the collage on my wall. I mostly took down the ones that were being covered up by things already. Like I have a 2-tier structure in the corner of the room, and I have all my books on one side, and I just like peeled anything that was behind them. So like if you look at it, you can see that something is missing, but like it mostly just looks the same. And anything that I could fit, I end up gluing inside my journal. Okay, so we ended up eating dinner. We walked around for 30 minutes. I went back on. I finished and loaded pages 7, 8, and 9 at 5. Monica got off at like 5:30 and we went to bed. Slept throughout the night. I ended up waking up at like 4:30. I got out of bed at 4:40, and then I went straight to work on pages 10, 11, and 12. I also paid the AT&T bill, so that's out of the way. Monica got up at 6. We ate breakfast, watched YouTube, and then left for Walgreens at 7-Eleven. She got her medication pretty quickly. It was all of it. And then while we were meeting up at the indie toy section, I ended up showing her that they actually were selling a Beanie Boo owl, and she got all excited. She wanted to buy it. It's the same type of owl that we have. It's just gray, and the beak and the nose are genuinely gold, not rose gold like ours is. And like I tried to talk her out of it, but I ended up letting her. We ended up leaving, but before we left, we found that they were selling locum, so we bought 2 boxes of that. They were having a sale on them. I'm talking about Turkish Delights. And then after that, we checked to see if Burger King was taking credit card again. It was. And then we hit Northgate, and they didn't have the bundt cake that we want, but they did have the logs. So we ended up getting log for Christmas. And then we got home at like 8:20. So I went back to work at 8:34. I shaded until 9:30. I stopped for a break. We ended up resting until 11, and then Monica left for Burger King to cash in the coupons. I started line arting page 1. She got home at like 11:20, and then I completed page 1 while we were eating, and I assembled and passed it off to her, so she's coloring in page 1 of chapter 88. So she worked on that sometime around like 12:41, and then I shaded pages 10, 11, and 12 until like 2. I am really close to finishing. It's not fucking funny. Pages 11 and 12 are almost done. I just need to suss out the lines on it. And then I need to do the background for page 10, which needs some special effects because it's the last shot scene that Philippe shoots at Pasha. So I did that. And then we took a break. We walked around for 30 minutes. So it's 3 right now. I'm recording audio. This is what I need to do. I'm going to go back on later. I have to decide when I want to go back on later. But I have to go back on later, and I have to finish pages 10, 11, and 12, and I have to finish line arting pages 2 and 3. Those are almost done. They're mostly line arted. Every time I had a chance, I worked on them a little bit. What else is on my mind? What else is something that was important I needed to bring up? Christmas is in a few days. Christmas is, I think it's on like Wednesday. I think the eve is Tuesday. Sunday we have to go and get water. We only have like two or 3 bottles left of it. So that needs to happen. I need to write that down. I didn't. What else is there? Yeah, we mostly don't have plans. Apparently it's supposed to rain on Monday, so we're not going anywhere. And if we do go somewhere, we now have a drying rack, so that'll be fun to use. I can't think of anything else of significance that's going to come up besides Christmas itself. And then just trying to get pages 1, 2, and 3 done on time. Those are most of the things I'm concerned about. I'm definitely, if I get up at like... if I go back on it with like 4 or 5, I'm definitely going to finish pages 10, 11, and 12. Nothing else is really coming to mind though. So Monica had fun today. I'm a little weary about how much money we spent, but at the same time, yeah, it was fun. Is there anything else that's on my mind? No. Alrighty then. That's all for today. I will see you in the next one. Alrighty, it is Sunday, but I have to go back to Saturday really quick. So, after I recorded audio, I did a little line arting while Monica made rice. We ended up walking around for 30 minutes. And then we rested until 5. I went back on to see if I can finish pages 10, 11, and 12. I almost did. I only managed to finish pages 10 and 11. It had the artwork was done, the text was done. But by the time I got to page 12, I was too tired to continue, so I just got off. So I went to bed, and I ended up sleeping from 6 until 4 a.m. I don't even know if I woke up in the middle of the night during all that time. So I got up at 4:16. I went to go finish page 12, and I ended up loading all of chapter 87 compressed together. And then I assembled the scan for page 3. And then about that time, Monica woke up at 5 and she started making breakfast early. So by the time she was done with breakfast, I still hadn't finished assembling page 2. So we ended up eating breakfast, and by the time I finished breakfast, that's when I finished the line art for it, but I didn't get a chance to scan it because we had to go to Northgate to get water. So we ended up taking a detour in the neighborhood in that area because we wanted to see some of the Christmas lights. We don't do that often, but we ended up finding a few things. We got home at like 7:20. I went back on. I scanned page 2. I assembled page 2. I passed page 2 and 3 off to Monica, and then I ended up switching over to shading page 1 until like 8:30. I ended up getting off. I rested for a little bit, and then I ended up finishing the draft for page 6 because it wasn't done yet. And so I decided to start drafting through pages 7 through 9, but one of the panels I didn't like how it was shaped. So I ended up just reprinting it out. So yeah. After that, I ended up working on my planners. I tried to work on the scripts, but I just didn't have the energy to do it. So we ended up springing into action at 10. Monica started doing lunch, and then I scanned the drafts that were finished, and I printed out the next 3 pages. I went back to shading page 1, but I stopped to eat lunch at like 11:40. We watched a few things, and then we went back to work. Monica ended up finishing and passing me pages 2 and 3. And then I finished the art for page 1 at like 12:10. So I started shading page 2, but then I got off at 1 o'clock because I was tired. So we walked around for 40 minutes, and then we rested until 2. Monica wanted to make more chicken, so we ate the last of the remaining chicken because the remaining chicken usually is really small pieces. After that, we walked for another 30 minutes, and then I went back on at 3, and I colored until 4. So that's what time it is right now. It's 4. So my eyes hurt. I'm tired. I don't know what to do because I'm not done line arting, but I'm not done with the pages. Pages 2 and 3, all I need to do is just work on the this is like the first time my eyes have hurt this bad. I think I'm having what's it called, a moment of computer vision issues. I hate that so much. So I need to finish the line art. I'm mostly just tired, and I'm not gonna get any of this shit done until like tomorrow, which is bad. Which makes me, I'm trying not to get upset about it, but I get upset when I fall behind, and I feel like I'm so upset at how long it took to do chapter 87. Chapter 87 shouldn't have taken more than 4 days, but it took like fucking like 7 days to do it. It took like an entire week to do it. And like that made me so angry because that's not what the plan was. And I ended up losing like an entire chapter for this month. So like I need a break. I don't know. I want to be on break right now, honestly, but like I just need to get through everything first. What else is on my mind? Christmas is in a few more days. Tomorrow's the 23rd. The weather says it's supposed to be rainy. So we're not planning on going out. In fact, when we got water, we got extra water. Instead of getting 8 bottles, we got 10. And it's going to be raining on Wednesday and Thursday, and Christmas is Wednesday. So yeah, Tuesday would be the only time that would be okay to go out, but we're not planning on going out on Tuesday. So I have to make this work. I already made a wish list of things I want to be doing during the break. So my goal is to proofread through volume 7, do the remaining 4-panel comics, the character design pages, any unfinished illustrations, magic cards, the new Tapis icon, typing out the chapter summaries for Tumblr and LiveJournal, and then the Ask Amymone. So that's all I have planned aside from the beginning of the volume 10 scripts. So I have to do all that. I'm definitely thinking about taking a nap right now. I'm just tired. Is there anything else that's on my mind? No, not really. I'm kind of falling behind in my journal because like every time I have an empty space, I usually end up gluing something in that area, and like I haven't put anything down recently. So I need to do that for certain pages. Is there anything else that's on my mind? No, not really. Alrighty then. That's all for today. I will see you in the next one. Alrighty, it is Monday, but I have to go back to Sunday really quick. So, after I recorded audio, I went to bed early. Monica came and joined me, and we slept until like sometime around 9. I went back to work on line arting pages 4, 5, and 6. I finished the line art for page 5 at 9:06, and then page 4 at 9:27, and then I went back on the computer at 9:40 to finish the last page because I needed Ivy's reference for it. And then I ended up scanning the pages and assembling and passing them off to Monica at like 10:30. So yeah. At the time, Monica was on also, and she ended up finding the first song confirmed for Eurovision to the surprise of nobody. It's Albania. And we listened to that. She didn't like it, but it wasn't offensive. I actually think I might want to hear it again, but like I had it stuck in my head as I was trying to go to sleep. Afterward, I shaded the backgrounds for pages 2 and 3 until 11, and then we went to bed and slept until like 5. I got up at like 5:30. I resumed working on pages 2 and 3. Monica got up at like 5:45, and I barely managed to finish the art for pages 2 and 3 right before breakfast. So yeah, we ate breakfast. Precure still hadn't updated. That was disappointing. I don't know if they're on break this week or if the person who's translating it just is late. But we had nothing to watch. So after breakfast, I printed out the drafts for pages 7, 8, and 9. And then I put text on pages 1, 2, and 3, and I loaded them at 8:13. Got off at 8:20. Monica ended up getting off too, but she went straight back to bed. So instead, I ended up setting up the table in the other room to work on random stuff. So I did a couple of script things and some planner things, and I worked on my journal a bit too. So yeah. I woke Monica up at 10. Actually, I was trying to get her up at 9:30, but she didn't want to get up. So she started making lunch, and then at sometime around like 10:22, I went back on, and we started watching YouTube while we were eating. And then I got off at like 11:46. We walked around until 12, and then we had a nap. I woke up at 2 in the afternoon. I was so surprised. So I got out of bed at like 2:20, and I resumed shading through pages 4, 5, and 6. So here is where I am right now. It's 4 o'clock. Pages 4 and 5 are really close to completion. All I need to do is the final effects, and that's it. I have not worked on pages 7, 8, and 9. I did have a chance to do one of the line arts. The majority of the pages are just Ivy, so I need to get the references for Ivy and LaBelle, mostly just Ivy, and I need to work on that. I feel like doing LaBelle would be the fastest thing because he's only in like 2 panels. I finished one of him during lunch. I need to do the other one of him, but I stopped because I wanted to work. I didn't want to fall behind. So like I'm pretty good. As far as I know, this is the last recording. So I need to unload the phone, and I need to start editing the audio. So I figure while I'm line arting, I'll be editing the audio at the same time. And I don't know how fast I'll be able to get through everything. I'm hoping that if all works out, I'll be able to at least complete pages 4 and 5 by tomorrow. I don't know if I'll be able to complete page 6 because I just need one interesting reference in the picture. I have that. I just need to tweak it, and then I can finish it. And it's Ivy doing another attack, and I'm just trying to get that together. So I didn't want to do it early. I just wanted to focus on the easy pictures. So this is what I'm going to do. After I'm done, I'm going to try to work on pages 7, 8, and 9. I also need to work on the drafts for that too. I haven't worked on those either. So once I get those done, I'm very close to just, getting this chapter done for this week. And then I'm going to go straight into finishing everything that's unfinished. So I need to take I have the collection of all the work I haven't finished. I have to bring it over there so I can remember to do it. Because I have a feeling that the table is going to be crowded with my work for the rest of the next 2 weeks as I try to finish everything. I'm actually finally excited to finish the extras and whatnot because I've been not working on them for the last 2 or 3 weeks, and I'm so mad I only ended up getting 3 chapters done this month. It makes me so angry. But from now on, we're going back to 2 pages a day starting in January, and I hope it makes it a little bit easier because previously I changed it because I felt like it made it harder and I was trying to get through it faster. But I'm hoping that doing only 2 pages a day gives me a little bit of more time to work on other things because I don't have to grind through 3 pages. I don't have to grind through 2. So if that's the case, then I want to do more scripts. I want to do more extras. I want to actually prepare for the next set of character pages and whatnot, and the next set of magic cards, etc. Is there anything else that's on my mind? No. Alrighty then. That's all for today. I will see you in the next one.